to the Lakers.
That was on me. I've been promising people for the past week that the moment we got on this pod, I was just going to say Lakers and let you go.
See, that's becoming like a trigger word for me, or just like, what's it called? Is it PTSD? Is that what that's called?
Post-traumatic stress?
Yeah, where like, an ex-Marine would hear like a firework go off and they jump up and grab their gun. Like, that's how the word Lakers is coming to me. Like, I get fucking irritated and irate. Irate, is that a word? I don't know.
Irate is a word.
Irate. I get irate, irritated. I get like just fucking frustrated because this team had potential, and then they brought on Russell Westbrook. So,
damn, you laying all the blame at Russ's feet.
Yeah, did you see what that nigga? I told you what that nigga said, didn't I?
Yeah, you did.
That nigga said, "Take your ass home if you gonna boo us."
He's talking to you,
nigga. I'm sitting at home watching.
He was telling you to change the channel. All right. Anyways,
Ninja Turtle looking motherfucker.
The Kanye doc.
Mr. West.
So I made the comment on Twitter. I said, you can't like watch this documentary and then continue to think that College Dropout isn't his best album. Especially if you was outside during the time.
You didn't even say that. You said Late Registration.
No, I didn't. I said Late Registration is him at his best. But his best album's College Dropout.
Oh, we didn't talk about this. So how can you be at your best but not your best album? That doesn't correlate with me. Because I know we talked about this last week. That doesn't correlate with me. Nigga, if I'm at my best, no matter what I'm doing, that's gonna be my best thing.
Okay, but here's the thing. Eminem was rapping at his best on the Eminem show. The March Mathers LP is a better album. 50 does his best rapping on The Massacre. Get Rich or Die Trying is a better album.
I don't know, man. Get Rich or Die Trying. That's like an all-decade album.
No, I mean, I agree. So, Lupe Fiasco does his best rapping on The Cool. Food and Liquor is a better album. Like, you can be at your best, but still not
not make your best music?
But not make your best work. Because there's something about the rawness that, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so, example.
Go ahead.
The first Warriors title. Steph changed the NBA, right? Mm-hmm. That first Warriors title. Mm-hmm. When did he get his MVP?
You're welcome, Steph.
2 years later, right?
Well, he won MVP twice. Once unanimous and
the unanimous.
Okay,
unanimous.
yeah. All right.
That's when he was playing his best.
Okay.
They didn't win a ring that year or nothing.
Yeah.
But he changed the game of basketball that first ring. You get what I'm saying? Like, so just because you're at your best, you don't necessarily put out your best work because like basketball, putting out an album, it's a team effort. There's a lot that goes into it.
How do you feel if you're Kanye West? Because you and Kanye West have the same like God complex. So let me say this. So let me ask you this: if you make Late Registration, and I'm one of your boys in the studio, I'm like, look, you are at your best, but that is not your best album. What would you tell me? How would you feel about that?
I mean, I would just disagree.
Okay, so what are we talking about? If you tell me Late Registration was him at his best, that's his best album.
No.
When you think Jay-Z was at his best?
Blueprint.
What's Jay-Z's best album?
Blueprint.
Okay, so
Your
Honor, I rest my case.
It happens sometimes, but it doesn't happen all the time.
When was Michael Jordan at his best?
96?
Did he win a ring?
Yeah.
Okay.
Again, sometimes it happens. When was Nas at his best?
Right now.
All right, what's his best album? What's his best album?
I'm just joking.
I mean, because honestly, you might be right.
When he linked up with Hit Boy,
again, you might be
all
right.
the above.
So, but what's his best album?
Illmatic.
All right, you get what I'm saying?
But hold on a second. Illmatic. Okay, so hold on. Let's talk about Nas for a second. Before Nas linked up with Hit Boy, this conversation would have been Nas was at his best during Illmatic, and Illmatic was his best album. Before he linked up with Hit Boy. Am I right or wrong?
I think Nas is a better rapper on Stillmatic.
Okay.
But Illmatic is still his best album.
See, I think Illmatic is the same way you look at Blueprint. That's how I feel about Illmatic. I think Illmatic is another decade album.
So you don't think Nas got better after Illmatic?
Okay, let me say this. I think Nas has always been good. I just think the way he produces his albums weren't great.
Right, but Stillmatic.
Stillmatic was great.
You don't think he was a better rapper on Stillmatic than he was on Illmatic?
Well, I do believe people get better with time.
That's my point. You can get better at time, but sometimes you're in such a zone that you can put out your best work right here.
Yeah.
But it's not you at your absolute best.
When's Drake's best album then? So Drake never... You think Drake's a good rapper?
I do.
You think he's at his best right now?
Right now, no.
When was he at his best then?
What's his second album?
Take Care.
Take Care. To me, that's his best album.
Is that when he was at his best?
He might have been at his best one So Far Gone.
Okay. Anyways, go ahead. You were talking about the Kanye doc. We talk about this all day. You talking about the Kanye doc.
I was gonna say I don't.
Oh, you said college
Dropout. I don't think you can walk away from this doc and not think that College Dropout is his best album, especially if he was outside during that time.
That's because you live in the moment. You already said that.
But I've always thought it was his best album. But then listening to the
I
stems,
swear you said Late Registration was his best album.
I said that was Kanye at his best, but not his best album.
Oh man. Okay. All right. Keep going.
Listening to the stems of those records and I didn't realize I know damn near every word to every song on that album. Mm-hmm. When he started rapping 2 words, I was like, oh.
Okay.
Just such a great, I think it was the way those songs made you feel. I think that's the biggest thing about that album. Because, you just...
so...
When this comes in...
I love the, when they were freestyling in the back, Kanye's passion when he was rapping.
Yeah. But that was one of my big takeaways from it. And the other one was how much that nigga's mom believed in him.
Yeah, that's crazy. She even knew his lyrics.
She knew a whole verse of some stuff that he forgot that he never laid down.
Yeah.
I was like, man, yeah.
But you need that support system.
But that's different, though.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of moms that believe in their kids. I mean, there's famous pictures of Allen Iverson's mom braiding his hair while he on the sideline. Mm-hmm. But that Donda West belief, wow.
Yeah. Now you see why he named it Donda. It's like full circle for him.
I get it. I was like, wow. She believes. She's bought in.
Yeah.
She slid all her chips in the middle of the table. My kid got it. What else in this documentary that just really stuck out to me? Still the part in the first episode when they went to go run up on my mans after that radio station interview. Remember that?
So when he released a diss track?
Yeah.
And he's like, yeah, he's right over there. Let's go run up on him.
Yeah.
And then his boy was like, when I run up on somebody, ain't no talking.
I don't talk. I was like,
he's like, I don't know what they talking about.
I saw a lot of me right there. I said, oh
shit, yeah, that was funny. I did catch that part. That's funny.
I was like, because I'm thinking the same thing. I'm like, yeah, what the fuck is niggas talking about? You just dissed me live on the radio. Nah, I ain't no more talking.
And it crazy somebody diss you and then you see him right there. And the other crazy part too, Kanye was like, I just saw him this morning. I just talked to him this morning. He gonna diss me? Niggas out here already making a diss record about me?
And then the nigga in the back seat, the Ado of the situation, yo, I know where that nigga at right now. Let's go run up on him. And that nigga was ready for action.
He was ready
that was Action Jackson. He was ready to go. And I was like, yeah, go run up on that nigga. I'm like, why did I never hear the story about Kanye running up on a nigga whooping his ass?
Because he was talking to him. He wouldn't talk to him.
They talked to him. I was excited, and then I got disappointed within 2 minutes of the documentary. I was like, oh. I'm like, well, whoever that one nigga is, that's my guy right there. I fucks with him. We on the same wavelength.
I think that's the same guy that said, though, because he was, during that whole conversation, he was like, I think he said, when you talk shit, it comes with consequences or something like that, because he was yelling at the dude in the back seat. That was the exact same guy.
I totally get it. I'm like, yep. Talk shit, get hit. It's real simple. No, you can't talk shit about me, and I know where you're going to be.
Yeah.
Nah. But shout out to Ye for not whooping his ass. Being the bigger man, I guess. What else in that doc? It was just cool to see him kind of hustle his way to get little pieces recorded here and there. Mm-hmm. All right, I'm in there with Luda. Yeah, we 15 minutes, real quick. And what was the track that Pharrell lost his mind to when Ye played it?
Through the Wire, because he didn't notice he said Through the Wire in the sample.
just a. Am I going crazy? But this documentary is just really cool.
Yeah, what stood out to me? Multiple things. I've now come to. I'm glad I saw this doc. I wasn't gonna watch it unless you told me to. For a topic today, but I now no longer believe Kanye's crazy. Because
I'm starting to feel the same way.
Because they always say money make you more of the person
of who you are.
Of who you are. So when we watch the doc, we're seeing the beginning of what Kanye is today. Kanye was the same he was when College Dropout came out to what he is now. It's just the money's different. So now he's got a bigger megaphone and the spotlight's on him more. But Kanye is. I don't think Kanye is crazy anymore. I think Kanye is that what we see right now is Kanye. So I don't think I'm done calling Kanye crazy off his meds. That's just who Kanye is. The second thing I noticed, I tell you what, I'm a procrastinating ass nigga, especially compared to what Kanye or how Kanye went through getting his deal. Like Kanye saw himself. I always say Kanye and Dove's got a God complex, but Kanye always believed in himself that he was going to be much more, much bigger. He even said in the documentary, he said, niggas always say to me, oh, they want to drive this car and get to where I'm at, but I'm not even happy where I'm at. I see more. And it's funny because we know where Kanye is at now. So to see him talk about that back then, he always believed that he saw himself to where he is now.
You know what's funny about that too is like you said you're not gonna call him crazy no more, but man, to like know how great you are and have everybody just doubt you at every turn, that'll drive you crazy.
Yeah, that's true.
Like, and then for like to see where he is now, he's doing a lot of like I told you so. Like I told everybody, but no one wanted to listen. Like I don't know. Like
it's just crazy how like every turn like Rockefeller didn't really give him a chance, and then he paid $33,000 to get his own video shot, which is crazy because today to get your own video shot it'd be way more than $33,000. He paid $33,000 of his own money to get the video shot. Had Dame come through, that's when they said, "All right,
I get it. I see the vision."
That's crazy because I saw the vision when Kanye busting old girl's office playing his music. I'm like, because at that time it was different because we weren't hearing nothing like that. We weren't hearing nothing like that at that time because at that time. Niggas was wearing, pink furs, Timbs, rocking big chains and jerseys. I still remember that episode 106 in Park when Kanye first came out with the backpack and the polo. I'm like, oh, this is a nerdy ass nigga. I'm not listening to his music. And then when I heard drug dealing just to get by, I was like, what the fuck is this? I ain't never heard nothing like it.
Yeah, I had got the leak of College Dropout, so I had heard All Falls Down with the Lauryn Hill sample first. So like when people have been reacting to this, like, well, you can't blame her for not reacting to the song, and I'm like, I can. I heard that shit early before it was hitting radio, when it still had that Lauryn Hill sample on it. And I was like, yo, this is great. I don't know what this is or who Kanye West is, but this is fucking phenomenal.
You call him Kanye West? I ain't know what to call him.
I mean, you look at that the first time you see it, you say. Somebody just put a Y in there so they don't know how to spell Kane or something.
Kane West.
The Y is silent or something. You're like, nah. I mean, he said it on Diamonds. It's pronounced Kanye, but a lot of my plastics still say Kane. Got family in the D. Kin folk from Motown. Back in the shot. Them folks ain't from Motown.
How about Mos Def and Ty Lib almost got Brooklyn's Finest? He played for them in the car.
That's crazy.
Before Jay-Z and Big got it.
Actually, no. That was a remake of it because Brooklyn's Finest came out like '97.
It did. You're right. It was a remake.
I was like, I had to go back and listen to that again. I'm like, it's a very subtle change he made to it, but yeah. But it's just crazy. Like and like most just him doing the mixtape and then them doing the whole Get By remix, and you could tell most of the was just doing it off the love.
Yeah.
And I'm like, damn, that's crazy.
Kanye.
He had to go on Def Poetry Jam to spit his verses.
He was trying to get himself out there as much as possible.
Hustler.
Yeah. Determined, hustler.
True fucking hustler.
He never gave up on himself, man. That's what that doc tells you.
Like